Hello and welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. Tonight I will be giving you some more prelim fights for UFC Vegas 48. Be sure to check out the video I did yesterday with the early prelim fights. And without further ado, let's just get right into these fights here, because it is super late. I wasn't even going to do this tonight. I was going to do it tomorrow morning. I had a very, very long day at work. But here we are, almost midnight Eastern time. We're going to get this done, so I don't have to worry about it tomorrow. I got a whole nother show already loaded and ready, research done for tomorrow, so I have to put out the content. I have to get this done tonight. So here we go. So we have to open up this show, we are starting, this is kind of, I wasn't going to cover this fight, I'll explain when I get to it. But to start this show off, we have female strawweight fight between Deanna Belvita, the warrior princess out of Romania, taking on Gloria de Paula Glorinha, fighting out of Brazil. Okay, so let's talk about the favorite in Belbita. These girls are very close in age. Belbita is 25 years old. De Paula is 26. Belbita comes in with a professional record of 14-6. Yes, very much surpassing the record of 5-4 of Gloria de Paula. So the experience goes there. Deanna Belvita is fighting out of the House of Champions that is in Ontario, Canada. She is from Romanian descent. She's coming off a nice win against Hannah Goldie, unanimous decision win. That looks very good on your resume, having a win against her. Prior to that, though, she did have a couple losses. She lost her UFC debut against Molly McCann by unanimous decision. Then she followed that up with a loss to Liana Jojua, armbar round 1. But then bounced back with that win against Hannah Goldie. She is 3-2 in her last 5. She does have some KSW experience, I do believe, and she also has the 2-inch height, half-inch, which is nothing, and she has slight height and reach advantage over Gloria de Paula. Gloria de Paula 5-4 as a professional. She comes in with her most recent loss was against Cheyenne Vlismas, TKO round 1, where I remember watching that fight. Cheyenne Vlismas nearly lost because Gloria de Paula she got kneed in the head, and her hand was just maybe half a second. She had just raised it up so it was legal. If she had just kept her hand down for another half a second, that would have been a legal kick to the head for Vlismas, I'm sorry. Before that, she took a loss to Jinyu Fry. That was her UFC debut. Jinyu Fry, though, this is more like they don't have atom weight in UFC. This is as low as you can go is strawweight here, but Jinyu Fry is really an atom weight. So take that for what it is. Prior to that, though, she did have the Contender Series win against Pauline Messias, unanimous decision. So she's 2-3 in her last 5. Not a very good look for Gloria de Paula, fighting out of Shootbox Diego Lima. I will say Shootbox Diego Lima does also train Mayra Bueno Silva, so hopefully Gloria de Paula is getting some work in with her, and she has got plenty of UFC experience for Mayra Bueno Silva. So I'm hoping Gloria de Paula is training with her over at Shootbox Diego Lima. So let's see what the cappers have to say about this. I dare to say lower level female fight. Taking the warrior princess and Deanna Belvita. We've got my friend Cody from Blood Money. Excuse me, I got a little seasonal something going on here. Cody is saying Belvita should get the decision here. Then we've got it's your boy eBay's also riding the side of the decision here. And then AJ DeVito from MMA Experts. Also taking Belvita. Belbita. Sounds like the cheese. Velveeta. But it's Belbita. Belbiça. I don't know. The T has a little accent on the bottom. The A also has one on top. I guess that the TA is actually pronounced like a shia. Belbiça. I don't know. But then we have a new guy. Well, he's not new. He's just kind of new to the show. I think I may have used him once, like 2 weeks ago, but they're relatively new to the show. The channel is called We Want Picks, and his name is Angelo Bodetti, and he was a manager, a fight manager. You know how all these guys, when they schedule fights, they have a manager. Hey, he's been a manager for this guy, Angelo Bodetti. Angelo Bodetti's been a fight manager for 15 years. Now he is a handicapper on We Want Picks. The link will be in the description, guys. I'll probably do that tomorrow morning, because it is, like I said, it is almost time check. Yeah, it's almost midnight here on the East Coast. However, this is not a full capper consensus because we have another. This definitely is a capper comparison debutante. They are professional handicappers according to their YouTube channel. The channel is called the MMA Advisors. MMA Advisors. I do believe so. Yeah, the MMA Advisors. They are brothers John and Bob, and both John and Bob are in agreement that Gloria to Paula should get the win here. Like I said, check them out. The links are in the description. They claim to be, and I guess from everything they said, they've been kicking ass in the past couple weeks. So yeah, I like them. They're very informative and stuff. John and Bob, the MMA Advisors, professional handicappers. Link will be in the description. Check them out. But I'm gonna have to go and lean with the capper majority in this case, and I'm going to take Deanna Warrior Princess Belbita to get the win here. Female fight, probably go to decision, as most do. Even the bookies know the over 2.5 is -260. If you do think for some reason it's going to end before 2.5 rounds, you'll get paid out double your money plus 200. But Gloria to Paula, I think I'm gonna assume it's probably going to be a kind of a boring fight. There's going to be some takedowns and blanket coverage and, you know, control time, a little bit of striking here and there. But when it's all said and done, Deanna Belvita should come out the victor here. So we'll see. It's a coin flip, female fight. Moving on. Now this fight was this is the one I don't have capper picks for, but I do have some breakdown information. This was supposed to be it's still a bantamweight fight, but this is supposed to be between Mario Bautista and Khalid Taha. But Khalid Taha withdrew for some reason. I'm not sure why. So he's got short notice replacement in Jay Perrin. Jay Perrin is 10-4. He comes out of, this is obviously his UFC debut. He's coming out of, his last fight was a win against Josh Smith in CES. That is Classic Entertainment Sports out of Connecticut. That is the scene, because Jay Perrin is a northeastern resident. He trains out of Sityodtong, Boston. You may be familiar with Slippery Peter Barrett. I think that's his name, right? Peter Barrett also trains out of Sityodtong, Boston. So that is Jay Perrin. He, aside from CES Connecticut, that Connecticut regional scene, he has fights in Cage Titans, that is Massachusetts. That's the, Boston's like regional scene. And he has a couple losses in Bellator, but the guy, he's fresh spanking new to the UFC. He has a loss in the Contender Series against Dwight Joseph, and that was unanimous decision. So I don't know, this guy's kind of a big question mark. He's coming in short notice for Clee Taha. But we're going to talk about Mario Bautista a little bit. Mario Bautista will be the favorite. They're both 28 years old. We'll say that. Like I said, this because of Perrin came in short notice. There's no capper. Like, I don't have capper picks. I'm just giving you my breakdown. There's not even odds on BetOnline. There might be on like best odds or some one of those things, but BetOnline does not have odds for this fight. But I'm going to tell you, Bautista is going to be a big favorite. I'm going to just throw up the number 300, minus 300 probably, I would assume. Can't guarantee that. That's just going off what I presume without knowing much about Jay Perrin. Savage Jay Perrin. Mario Bautista is coming off a loss to Trevin Jones. He got ground and pound in round 2. Before that, he's got wins against, wins against Miles Johns, which is a good one, and a win against, before that, he's got a win against Jinsu Son. Nothing great, but I like the Miles Johns. This was by flying knee. I gotta write something on the board, right? I make these boards dirty for a reason. Flying knee to ground and pound. GNP round 2. That is right in my notes. He's got that going for him. He does have a loss. He lost to Corey Sandhagen in his past. He's 3-2 in his last 5. So 3-2, last 5. Over here, UFC debut out of CES. That's the Connecticut. And what was the other one? There's another one he was coming out of. Cage Titans. That's Mass. Massachusetts. I don't know why I'm writing this crap, just to fill the board, I guess. But, yeah, Mario Batista does have in his 3-2, one of his losses was he got armbarred in round 1. In his UFC debut, though, against Corey Sandhagen, so take that for what it is. These guys have the identical height and reach. Bautista trains out of MMA Lab, so plenty of UFC professionals coming out of there. This is an easy pick for me. Bautista should take it. Like I said, there's no odds yet, so that is not a true number. That's just, I'm imagining that's what he'll probably be up there, somewhere up around there, minus 300 or better, I'm assuming. Like better as in worse, like for no value here. But I'm gonna take Bautista to get it done. Let's see. Let's say by decision. This guy. Yeah, we're gonna say by decision. Give Jay Perrin the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully he's durable enough. Northeastern guys out of Boston, they do have some durability. So we'll go Bautista by decision on that. And finally, to finish off this show, we've got the featherweight fight between Chaz the Scrapper Skelly and Mark Mugen Striegl. Striegl? Doesn't matter. These guys coincidentally have the same exact records. 18 wins, 3 losses, and 1 no contest for both of them. Mark Skelly is the nice 2-1 favorite, minus 220 for Skelly. Mark Striegel's at plus 180, but he's a game underdog. I'm telling you, I'm explaining why. But first we're going to discuss the Scrapper, Chaz Skelly. The Scrapper is a very fitting name for him, Chaz Skelly, because that's his fighting style. It's very scrappy. It's like it's an unorthodox style, I guess you could say. He's very unpredictable. It's not something you can like. It's hard to. He's more of a brawler type. It's hard to get ready to. It's hard to prepare for a guy like Chaz Skelly. Okay, he's coming off a nice win against Jordan Griffin by unanimous decision. Then before that, he had the no contest. It was originally a loss to Bobby Moffitt by submission, but Darce choke submission. But the refs called it prematurely. I guess he didn't verbally quit. He didn't tap. Nobody heard anything. The ref just called it prematurely, and that's why it went from a loss to a no contest after enough bitching and complaining that he didn't tap. He didn't, it happens. I forgot that Tapology does mention the ref's name. I didn't write it down though, but shame on you, ref. Shame on you. Before that, he has a loss to Jason Knight, ground and pound, round 3. And before that, he has a decent win against Chris Grutzmacher, where he rear naked choked him in round 2. In the past 5, he is 3-1-1. Okay, he does have a nice 3-inch height and 3.5-inch reach advantage over Mark Striegl. He fights out of Texas, out of Team Takedown, and this, from what I heard, is Chaz Skelly's retirement fight. You gotta want to kind of fade those guys. They're gonna win or lose. He's done. Chaz Skelly's done, win or lose. I know they all want to go out on victory, but this might be. It's a trap. It might be a trap. Minus 220. Streagle plus 180. Let's talk about Mark Striegl. Mujin, Mark Striegl. That's his Mujin. When I was growing up, my mother had a Korean friend. Well, my mother, Korean, she had her best friend's kid was named Mujin. He was like 4 years older than me, and I remember he had to always, during the summer vacations, I always had to tag along with Mujin. I was kind of the annoying, I gotta watch this little kid, but he was decent though. I remember he was a good role model. He'd take me to the arcade and stuff. Went and saw Zapped, that movie with was it Scott Baio? Anyway, Mark Striegl, Mujin, is coming off a loss to Said Nurmagomedov, but that was his UFC debut. He got served up a killer, Nurmagomedov, in his debut, and I do believe that might have been maybe a short notice replacement there for Mujin. But he got destroyed in round 1 in less than a minute by a left hook to ground and pound. Before that, he was a champion over in URCC. That is a Filipino regional scene, because he is Filipino. He had a no contest low blow against Shunichi Shimizu, who is he's a UFC veteran from what I understand. He's got some UFC fights if you look at it in his history. He also, way back in the day, he's got a rear naked choke over Kai Kara France. Way back, I want to say it's like 2014. 2014, he has a rear naked choke over Kai Kara France. Because you got to think, Philippines is right over in that part of the world. Kai Kara France, New Zealand. I think that was in that URCC. I forgot what his ultimate something. I forget what the initials stand for, but that is definitely the Filipino fighting scene. This guy though, Mark Striegl, he's I guess he's a Sambo competitor. He's all around pretty decent, with that style of fighting. He comes out of the FIST gym in Philippines. So take that for what it is for Mark Striegl. All right, let's see what the cappers have to say about this one. Taking Chaz Skelly, we got the new guys, the MMA advisors. with the brothers John and Bob, both taking Skelly here to get it done. Then we've got AJ DeVito, MMA experts. He's gonna think Skelly to get it done. Submission round 2. Remember, guys, this is Skelly's retirement fight, so you want him to win. But most retirement fights do not look at Roxanne last week. I know she was going against a beast in Casey O'Neill, but still, it's just like, I can't. There's other people that have retired and fell off because once you're like, this is my last fight. A lot of times you don't. You kind of like, let's just go with the flow, cash that money in, but you never know. I don't know. I think that sticks out in my head, the retirement fight. I'd like to fade those. Then we've got We Want Picks. That's that's Angelo Bodetti. We Want Picks also taking Skelly. Cody, Blood Money. My good friend is saying submission round 2, just like AJ DeVito from MMA Experts. And thankfully, it's too loud to have full Kappa consensus. We've got it's your boy, eBay's Fight Predictions, taking Mujin Mark Striegl. And I like that pick. I like the plus 180 on Mark Striegl. Plus money! I think I'm going to have to go that same way and take the underdog here, Mujin Mark Striegl. Plus 180, because this is Skelly's retirement fight. I like to fade that. I think it might be a trap. They have the same exact records. Skelly, who's he? He beat Chris Gritzmacher and Jordan Griffin. Aside from that, in his last 5, he lost to Bobby Moffitt, but said he didn't. Darce choke. Bobby Moffitt. He lost to Jason Knight, ground and pound round 3. Jason Knight. Mark Striegl, he lost to Said Nurmagomedov. And then he had his low blow was against a UFC guy, Shinichi Shimizu. And he was a URCC champion too, Mark Striegl. So, and like I said, he does have that nice looking win on his resume against Kai Kara France. I know he's made, exponential improvements since 2014 or whenever that fight happened. But still, a loss is a loss, a win is a win. If you have a win against a professional, UFC professional, you got something proud to say. So Mark Striegl, I think he might be able to pull this off at plus 180. I'm going to take the underdog here to get the job done. Mark Striegl. How? Yeah. I think maybe he's got that Sambo. So he's got like the trip takedowns. Sambo's like got that kind of like mixture, jiu-jitsu, judo, wrestling, all combined in like a big ball of Sambo grappling. And being out of the Philippines, you got to think he's got to have that. I think everybody in the Philippines is brought up with kickboxing. It's right there next to, it's that Southeast Asia. You got New Zealand, then you go up and you got Thailand, Muay Thai, and all that. So, yeah, I'm going with Striegl here, and I think he's going to get it done within distance. These guys are taking Skelly's submission round 2. I'm going to take Striegl. I think if it goes to the ground, maybe Striegl might get us. Let's see, what's he? Ground and pound. No. Yeah, I'm going to take him by submission. Round 2. That's how he beat, actually he got Kai Kara France submission round 1, but we'll say that for the sake of Tapology. But my bet is just going to be Striegl on money line just to win. So to recap, time check, and it is right on midnight right now. So to recap, I've got Deanna Belvita to beat Gloria to Paula by decision. Then I have Mario Bautista to roll over this guy Jay Perrin by decision. I don't know much about this Jay Perrin. Like I said, I didn't watch, no cappers at the time of making this had any picks for this fight. Against Khalid Taha, Mario Bautista was the capper favorite. He had 3 of 5 cappers were like Cody, Blood Money, It's Your Boy eBays, and AJ DeVito from MMA Experts were all on the side of Bautista. While the new guys, We Want Picks, and MMA Advisors were on the side of Khalid Taha. But now, I assure you, most everybody's going to take Mario Bautista. I think I'm being generous. Minus 300, it's probably going to be a minus 400. I don't know. But, and finally, I've got Mark Striegl upsetting Chaz Skelly in his retirement fight. I think he's going to get it done by submission. I just like the Filipinos here because Chaz Skelly, what are the ages on these guys? Chaz Skelly's 36, Mark Striegl's 33. So, I mean, they're both over 30, wrong side of 30, but Chaz Skelly is the wrong side of 35. And when it comes to a featherweight fight, that's when it starts to get iffy, mid-30s. So, there you have it. Gather the info. Place those bets and cash those tickets. I appreciate you sticking with me and watching this. I apologize that it was thrown together kind of abruptly, especially with this fight here. That's the one that put the chink into the whole plan. Khalid Taha, come on. Anyway, stay tuned tomorrow. I do, like I said, already got another show locked and loaded and ready to go for tomorrow night. So stay tuned for that. I hope good luck on these bets, and I will see you all tomorrow.